Hello, Cruising World. Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday. Monday is Tips Day. And this week we have some tips from Sean and Kelly, who I happen to know recently went on a trip to Europe. So I'm assuming this is their review of their Europe trip. Doesn't look very long, so we may have to waffle a little bit today. And we'll see how that goes, shall we? So anyway, let's get into it. Tips from Sean, who, I apologize in advance, he is Canadian. That will get him going. Because I'm British, but technically I'm American now because I got my passport. I took that test that most Americans would fail in April. Actually, I did it in January, but I became an official citizen in April. I took my little oath. Hey! I pledged allegiance. All right, let's go before I get myself in trouble. As you know, since you booked it, I remember I think Sean and Kelly, they're just trying to overtake Julie and I. They book so many damn cruises. They just want to be number one. And they pretty much are right now. I think they have more cruises on the books than Julie and I do. And that is saying something. So as you know, since you booked it, could mean anything because they book 1 million cruises. And you're not my only clients. Not even my only Canadian clients. Maybe I like Dawn and Mel more than I like you. I don't. I like you more because you support Ipswich. But it could be the case. And I got other Canadian clients too. All right, as you know, since you booked it, we were recently on the Carnival Miracle sailing around the British Isles. Ooh, it's a British. I saw I was going to pick Julie up from the airport and I saw the British Airways plane there. I almost got in a crash because I have to salute as I go by it. Here are our pros and cons from the Carnival Miracle ship. So it's another pros and cons week, which I like. Their pros. And remember, these are subjective. These are Sean and Kelly's pros and cons. Doesn't mean they have to be yours. It's just their opinion. Everybody's entitled to one. I won't even go on. You know what was coming next. Pros. The ship was clean and in good condition. As it should be. I think mostly every cruise ship I've been on has been clean and in good condition. I don't think I've seen many that weren't. Oh, actually, I have a story about the Miracle from back in the day. Yeah, I shouldn't probably tell that one. But I'm going to. So we were at Catalina Island when it was doing just a little 4-day, whatever reason it was a Miracle and it was doing it then. And I was the first one on the boat, the tender boat, because I'm Diamond and I'm entitled to get on the boat first. But anyway, I was the first one on and they hadn't let anybody on yet. And all of a sudden, I saw something coming out the side of the ship and it was brown and there was a lot of it. And then they stopped people getting on the tender boat. And I saw the people that run the tender boat who are not linked to Carnival taking video and making notes. And then a few minutes later, when it had kind of gone, they let more people on the boat. I should have complained, but I'm not that sort of person. Wi-Fi, God, and I'm remembering it now. It was not a good look. Wi-Fi was excellent, which is a rare thing you hear these days. I guess the Starlink was right over the ship over there. And sometimes Wi-Fi is good in certain parts of the ship and not in others. I don't know if that meant Wi-Fi was excellent wherever we were or just where we were. A minor, as we don't watch much TV while on a cruise. I never watch TV on a cruise. But appreciated that they had some local news, including the BBC, Sky News and Sky Sports versus the usual CBS stuff. The BBC, which I grew up with because we're a posh family. See, when you grew up in England, they only had 2 channels when I grew up. They had the British Broadcasting Company, the BBC, and they had ITV, the Independent Television, whatever V stands for, I don't know. BBC did not have commercials, but you paid a license, which you still do. Well, we'll leave that there. You're supposed to. And then ITV had commercials. So my parents were a BBC family because you were considered upper class if you had BBC. and you were considered middle to lower class if you watched ITV. Believe that, you'll believe anything, but that is what my parents told me. Well, we were never upper class, I can guarantee. I left school when I was 15. I am not upper class. Yes, but Sky News and Sky Sports are much better than what they have on the TV right now. I was on the Radiance a couple of weeks ago, and they were still showing the safety video from COVID, telling you to wash your hands and sing happy birthday while you do it. Time to update, Carnival. Time to update. Oh, that's all the pros. That's it. No more pros. Cons. Ooh, let's get juicy, everybody. Canadian cons. Unlike the Pride and Legend, the sister ships who were also recently dry docked, this ship does not have the small sit-down bonsai sushi on deck 2. They only have the Bonsai Sushi Express on deck 9. So if you're a sushi lover, be aware, you can only walk away with it on deck 9 other than sit down with it on deck 2. Which is kind of a big deal, because it is nice to sit down and eat your sushi. We did have sushi on the Radiance last week. I'm not going to lie, I'm getting over some head issues, and I'm on this pretty deep medication which makes you tired. And I said to my neurologist, am I allowed to drink? And she said no, but nobody listens to me, which was my excuse for not listening to her. So I didn't listen to her. Maybe had a few too many red stripes, and I have no idea what we ate in sushi or that we even went to sushi. And I'm going to leave that one there. I don't know if we sat down or stood up, because I don't remember it. Oh, that was the look I got from Julie the next day. The dining room was slow. This is like topical, because last week we were talking about it being slow to get in. So I don't know how the service was last week, but slow dining room, it seems to be a theme right now. Not only were the estimated wait times way off, but slow inside to getting the food as well. We abandoned it for dinner halfway through the cruise and only had hotter food on the Lido. That's a shame. I think a lot of it is that they're understaffed. So, yeah. But I hear this more and more. I've said this several times recently. We don't really go in the main dining room anymore. This is why we like to go on the newer ships. I wish they were smaller, but we like to go on the newer ships because they have more restaurants. I don't understand why they can't, like other cruise lines. Like we were on Norwegian Star from Iceland to Greenland recently, and that's a small ship. It was about the size of the Paradise, and they had like 5 specialty restaurants on there. The Paradise has none, not even a steakhouse. So I don't know why all these other cruise lines can have these specialty restaurants on the smaller ships, where Carnival can't. Do you ever wonder what's going to happen when a ship like the Paradise, which is old, it's like over 20 years old now, or 20 years, I think it was 1995, so I think it is 20 years old. I could be wrong on the year, but I think it's not. I do this off the top of my head, so I think it's 95. So 20 years old, sooner or later, they're going to have to replace that ship. And all they're doing is building bigger ships. And they can't put those ships in places like Tampa or Jacksonville or Baltimore because you've got to go under bridges. And the big ships can't do that. So what are they going to replace them with? You'll probably end up with something like the Miracle permanently out of Tampa. And apparently the Miracle doesn't have sushi. Or good sushi. So what are we going to do there? Oh, it's still an upgrade on Paradise. Anyway, yeah. And I don't refuse to eat food on the Lido, but I don't remember ever eating food on the Lido unless it was like pizza or a sandwich or something. That buffet. Moving on. P.S. Your home country is lovely. Yes, it is. As long as you're talking about England and not that rubbish country called Scotland or that awful country called Wales or, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom, apart from the fact that it's got Scottish, Welsh and Irish people living there. If they're all English, wouldn't it be much, much nicer and much more lovely? I don't care. They hate us a lot more than we don't hate them at all. But the Scottish and the Welsh and the Irish, they hate the English. You know why? They're jealous because we're better than them. So that's why we don't hate them, because we know we're better. Did you know, by the way, do I have anything here that has it? And where's my Union Jack suit? Where is it? It's got to be here somewhere. I was explaining this. Oh, there it is. I was explaining this to somebody last week, if you can see this. This is the Union Jack, right? It's the countries combined. This is not the English flag. The English flag is the red cross with the white background. It's called the St. George's Cross. And the blue is Scotland. They have St. Andrew, right? And the diagonal red is Northern Ireland. And there wasn't room to put a sheep, so they couldn't put Wales on there. But it's not the English flag. And you notice St. George, St. Andrew, and Wales has St. David. They are the patron saints of those countries, which is pretty much what the flags are named after, right? And then there's St. Patrick, who just gets drunk all the time. So there's no difference. They're the patron saints of each country, but that is not the English flag. That is the Union Jack. It's the union of all the countries combined into one. Again, no room for a sheep, so they couldn't put Wales in there. But yes, my country is lovely. I need to go home again. I've been home in over a year. Ooh, it's a long time. Never been that long. Never been that far away. All right. Blah, 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 blah. History lesson plus tips from Sean and Kelly. Yeah. I used to not like the Miracle. It used to be my least favorite ship. And then I liked it a little bit more. Mainly probably because I'd just been on Paradise. But yeah, I like the newer ships. I'm sorry. The Vista class is my favorite. It's like Goldilocks. You're tasting that porridge, and then you find the perfect porridge. For me, that's the horizon and the panorama. Everybody's different. They're my favorites. GG's has a lot to do with it. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. If you'd like to subscribe, please, you can join my channel now. It's a new thing we have. And help me out a little bit, because this lovely little channel is little. And it's a lot of work with little reward. So anything is appreciated. You can like the video if you want to. If this changed your world, or you wanted me to keep going, do that. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not a very big channel because I don't do controversial videos most of the time. Very, very rarely do I do one. And therefore, people don't really watch much. So the solidarity between us few that watch would help me keep these going. So if you enjoy these videos, I'm not saying I'm going to stop them soon, but I might if it doesn't get a little bit better. It's very frustrating because I'm not going to sound arrogant here, but I think my videos are pretty good, right? And I see videos that I personally don't think are very good with, like, let's just say a lot more views than mine. God, that sounded nasty. I'm not that guy. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you would like to have any questions answered, please email me. My email is coming up too. And I will do my best to get those answers to you. And if you don't join, I won't judge. I'll just cry a little bit. That's all. I'm crying up now. I feel it because you just said you're not joining. I'll get over it. And with that, I will see you later, Cruising World. I'm not crying. I'm not. Well, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. You'll get notifications when future videos come out. And also, you'll see to the left and right of me, there are some more of my videos you can watch. Also, you can join my lovely little channel here. Hit that join button next to the subscribe button on my main page. We have 3 different levels you can join at. And if you join at the highest level, I will name a suit after you. And every time I wear that suit, I'll have your name in the pocket. I will sing your name to the rafters, maybe even at karaoke.